to gold. And a diva who's dynamite, Svetlana Horkina, unplugged on uneven bars. Canadian content, Alexander Jelkov has thrust his way to high bar heaven, now to harness the power and win a medal. Fireworks, the finals, gymnastics pyrotechnics in the People's Republic of China. Welcome to the last of our 3 shows from the World Gymnastics Championships and the People's Republic of China on CBC Sports Saturday. The stars are out tonight in Tianjin. We're on the other side of the world. Scott Russell along with Carol Angela Orchard for the individual apparatus finals. And to coin an old phrase, this could be an explosive display of athletic talent.
With lots of passion fueling every performance. During the team and the individual all-round competition, emotions ran high, and I expect the same thing to hold true tonight. This is event finals, and it's the last chance for the best gymnasts in the entire world to compete together prior to the Olympics, so you know everyone will be pushing to make a memorable impact for Sydney.
You know, in many ways, they've already made that impact. In talking to respected judges and coaches from around the world, including Leonid Arkayev of Russia, well, he says the level of gymnastics has never been higher at any time in the world.
Actually, I agree. Think about men's vaulting, for example. Right now, these guys are on another planet, but incredibly, the women are quickly matching their efforts. But on every event, Scott, I see more artistry and more innovation. And this is event finals. The specialists will shine.
Canadian stories. One man is in competition tonight. That's Alexander Jelkov of Montreal, the Pan American Games, Commonwealth Games high bar champion. He's made the final 8 here. He has a legitimate chance to be top 5. And on the women's side,
very good news for Canada, unfortunately at the expense of USA. American Kristen Maloney may be pulling out of floor finals. If she does, Canadian Yvonne Tusek is the first alternate, and she would replace her. But the best part of all, this is Tusek's strongest event. She has a world-class, eye-catching floor routine. She knows how to grab the judges and put on a show.
lots to offer in our final show from China. Gold medals in each of the 10 apparatus finals, 6 for men, 4 for women. Talk about explosive. Elena Prodanova, our featured performer. Carol Angela's Chalk Talk gets into the gymnastics geometry, and we'll profile rising Canadian star Sasha Jelkov. Been a great venue for the championships, the People's Sports Center. All eyes turn to floor exercise for the men first, and the crowds have been great here. It's another full house on the final day of competition. And we start, as we said, with the men's floor exercise. Here's the first performer, Alexei Bondarenko, 21 years old, of Russia. Disappointed in the all-around competition, did not medal. He had a shot at being the champion.
Oh, Scott, a very legitimate chance to actually be the world champion, especially with Ivankov out. I think heartbreaking would sum up his world championships. And, oh, unbelievable. Bondarenko is such an exquisite tumbler. Remember in our first show, Scott, we talked about this floor area. A lot of athletes have been really troubled by the difference in timing. That is such an uncharacteristic for Bondarenko on a very simple skill.
Very emotional guy as well. He wept openly at his inability to get a medal in the all-around competition. Did score very well in the all-around competition on the floor exercise. Had a 9.725.
And again, this is an event he could have easily medaled on. Now, not only is he going to be disappointed, but I'm a little worried about his back. That had to hurt. He was still twisting when he made contact with the floor. The impact is just going to be incredible.
Step back there on his final line. Won a bronze medal at the European Championships, and as you say, is favoring his back there.
Let's take a look. He expected a completely different timing. He thinks he's at 1.5, but his feet are only at a full.
Working on his legs there. 8.637, the result for Bondarenko. Disappointed again here in the event finals. Now here is a veteran performer. Now competing for France, Dmitri Karbanenko was a gold member of the unified team at the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, Spain.
And actually, Scott, we move from one sad story to the next. Dmitri lost his wife this year recently due to complications after giving birth to their first child. He's going to be staying in France with his baby daughter, and he receives tremendous support from the entire gymnastics community. An explosive, very powerful competitor. He's sort of the gentle giant of the gymnastics world. Take a look at those muscles in action. So strong.
Well, tremendous upper body strength. Dmitri won a silver medal at the World Championships in Lausanne, Switzerland in 1997. This discipline.
He's got excellent elements, very strong tumbling. Looking a little fatigued as he heads into the last line. Full twisting double tuck, a little lower than he wanted, but that is a very respectable performance.
Well, for the past few years competing for France, but there a hug from his Russian compatriot, Alexei.
Lots of power, way up in the air, full twisting double layout. He knows how to work the timing of this floor.
Well, a good score for Karbanenko, a 9-6 in the floor exercise final. And now here is the 1996 Olympic gold medalist on floor X, Ioannis Melissanidis of Greece.
And Scott, he struggled in the training gym on this event. Oh, he has now mastered the timing. Every single one of his tumbling lines is so unique, so intricate, but the timing has to be so precise. 2.5, punch front 1 1/4. You can imagine you cannot be off a fraction of a second when you're punching like that and twisting like that.
Never forget the celebration for Melissanidis in Atlanta from his Greek colleagues when he won that gold medal. It was a huge celebration at the Georgia Dome.
He is a hero in his homeland. Now, Scott, that low landing on a fairly simple line is definitely going to cost him. He landed deep in his knees with his chest down. But let's see if he does his last line. Extremely difficult to do. Full twisting double back. He doesn't even grab his legs to rotate. There isn't another gymnast out on the floor that can do that. Most have to really grab those legs to get it around. Unbelievable calculated timing. Double layout, immediately anticipates the floor. Front full twist. Now, Scott, the lines are incredible, but the judges are going to nail him for that one low landing.
9-6-3-7. He still does manage to take the lead in this floor competition, but we'll see if that judge's low mark comes back to haunt him. Now Xing Aowei, 17 years old, youngest member of the Chinese team here. They won the gold medal in the team competition.
And what a dynamic team performance. The Chinese have had tremendous support from the hometown crowd, and he's flying high. Now time to really settle down. The pommel horse work is very valuable, but extremely difficult to do. So easy to catch a foot on the floor. A nice show of strength. Scott, so far he looks pretty good. The Chinese have been criticized because as a team they are so strong, but as individual competitors, sometimes they really miss that team chemistry, and they don't come across with the fantastic, explosive performances.
Chinese had been hoping for a gold medal in the men's all-around competition. Didn't get it. Krukov of Russia, the eventual champion, but Xing Aowei has nailed a nice floor routine here for the hometown crowd.
Oh, I think he's going to benefit from that hometown advantage. His last line was also low. He landed fairly deep in his knees. But take a look at this. Big air time. Full twisting double layout. That's 2 saltos with a full twist.
First saw him at the Pacific Alliance Championships in Winnipeg a couple of years ago. Look at this, a 9-7-3-7 for Xing Aowei, the 17-year-old.